Hey you guys, it's Dani, and I've got to stop clapping in front of the microphone. Like, I just caught myself. Like, you caught me in the act. Anyway, I hope that you guys are doing well today. We are going to be talking about the Heroine Tarot. This is designed by K. Nicole Murtaugh. And the illustrator, I'm not even going to pretend to know how to say Gina's last name, because I'm just going to make an ass out of myself. So, I found out about this deck on Instagram. I had never seen it. I've never seen anybody talk about it. And it popped up on my feed, and there were a few images that I was like, I need to have this deck in my possession. It just seemed a little out of my wheelhouse, but I was really drawn to it. And I thought, even if I get a couple months use out of it and it doesn't end up working out, I could always rehome this deck. But I really just felt the need to work with it. So let's go ahead and take a walkthrough and read a little bit in the guidebook and talk about the Heroine Tarot. Now, I haven't used it just yet, at least at the time that I'm filming this. Probably by the time that it comes out, I will have used it quite a bit more, and I'll talk about it at a later date. But I haven't worked with it just yet. So this is kind of like a walkthrough and initial thoughts, and we'll dive into that right now. So the Heroine Tarot comes in a 2-part box. On the back here, it says this is the first edition. So let's open this up. Has our little white book in here. But look at all the sides here. Isn't that really pretty? Okay. Let's put this aside. Pop this right there. Let's check out these cards. So, wow. Look at that holographic edge. That is gorgeous. So these backs have the sun and moon on them. But if you like reversals, you can tell which way it is. For me, it doesn't matter. I read with reversals sometimes I don't. And honestly, I really don't look much at the back to be like, oh, that's a reversal. So that stuff never really bothers me. As for the size, it is bigger than standard tarot. But it's not like, it's not overly large, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. Starting with the Fool, as usual. I love this kind of art style where we kind of break the borders of the main scene. I don't know if it's the black and white backs and like the stark contrast of like all this white around the images, but it just feels like a sister deck to the Mini Queens. It's like where the Mini Queens is like strange and surreal, this is like the fashion version of it. I don't know why it feels that way to me, but it does. Even though these are more like body beautiful embodiments of the characters, it still has its own uniqueness. Love this Lovers. Actually, one of the reasons that it caught my eye. Love this Hermit. I like the ruffles. I know that sounds crazy, but like I love all the ruffles and like the fabrics. Love these. Ugh. Look at that. Love them. go to the wands. Now, with these little ones, like, this is so, like, Wizarding World vibes for me. Very Hufflepuff in the center. Like, it immediately made me think of it. So I love how they have little sort of magic coming out of these wands. Now, our knights are not on horses, but I don't mind it. Oh, I love the 70s vibe of this queen. Again, very Wizarding World King of Wands. And we're on to the swords. Let me stack this up. Because they're not, I mean, they're glossy. Obviously, you can catch some light in there. But they're not exceptionally glossy. But they do kind of slip a little. So, there's that. I like the nods to the RWS system, but it's not like identical. Cup suit. Woo. This is probably my favorite court card. This this King of Cups is just everything to me. I love her a lot. Pentacles. Oh, this knight is on a horse. Awesome. So that's the cards. Let's talk about the card stock. Like I said, it's not super shiny. Like, it can catch some light, but it's not like obnoxious by any means. This is pretty big, but this shuffles really well. Like, they're not hard to bend. I feel like they're not as stiff as bigger cards tend to be. So I really enjoy that. And it's very smooth, very flowing, and like, man, I like this kind of gilding. I really do. I am really pretty pumped to start working with this deck. Let's go ahead and see how the guidebook reads. I'm interested in how I'm gonna like the minors. Because like I said, some of them flow with like an RWS style, and other ones look very pippish, which I don't mind. I don't mind if there's a mixture of them, but I'm just curious how they're gonna read. Let's see. We have the Knight and a 3. So let's check it out in the guidebook. So, what do we have? Wands, Pentacles, Swords, Cups, of course the last one I'm going to pick. The Wands. For the Knight of Wands, it says, full of boundless energy, you are confident, enthusiastic, and ready to conquer the world. Get out there and explore, travel, and put that fire to good use. But remember not to be reckless. Then for the Three of Cups, it says, it's time to pause and celebrate life with those you love. Be present in the moment, enjoy where you are and who you are with. These connections matter deeply. So let's see what, oh, hey, there we go, the Lovers. Let's see what the majors say, if there's any kind of difference or anything like that in the way that it's written, because I know sometimes majors are different. Let's see. Passion. Harmony, attractiveness, and perfection in a relationship. Duality, a strong romantic bond or union, a relationship or love affair with a trial or choice. So they're kind of written, the majors are kind of written in different kind of key phrases, whereas the other ones are kind of like a little reading. Awesome. So all in all, this seems like a really high quality deck, you guys. Like really good card stock, really sturdy, really easy to shuffle. I think I'm going to enjoy working with this. It's got a lot of springtime vibes for me, and I'm thinking that's when I'm really going to use this deck is springtime. Maybe like March or April. It just makes me feel like spring. I think that's the right time to dive into this and really go deep with the imagery and the feeling of this deck. I'm curious to see how well it reads. I am going to, of course, I'll probably pull it out now and then if I feel called to work with it, but I'm really going to deep dive in it come the springtime. So there we have the Heroine Tarot. So thanks for watching this walkthrough, you guys. As usual, all my links are down below, as well as the link to find the Heroine Tarot. If you're looking to book a reading with me, check out my Etsy shop, check out 3 Fat Readers. All of those links are down below as well. And don't forget, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my content, and hit the bell if you want to be notified. Otherwise, I'll see you all very soon. Sending all my love. Mwah! Later, Gators.